This is like home to me. We come once a month. We give small but meaningful gifts to the dancers to bless them. I call them one of the unreached people groups of the Tampa Bay area. We've been doing this, as I said, for 6.5 years, and for 5 of those years, Somebody Cares Tampa Bay, with their compassionate generosity, has supplied backpacks for the children of the dancers. Nothing, I can't put it into words, it couldn't even be shown on a screen, the impact that the backpacks have when we bring them to the dancers. It has an impact on the owners, the patrons, the dancers, everyone that witnesses it can't believe it, want to know what the hitch is, etc. You can just imagine. The first year that we went with the backpacks, of course, every time we go, the dancers are very welcoming to us. They're very warm. They love us. They're open with us, very willing to share prayer requests with us for the most part. But then there was this one, a woman named Merrick. Merrick went out of her way to be as hostile and as unwelcoming to us as she possibly could, until a backpack arrived. We came into the club with the backpacks the first year, and she was not there, but the manager suggested that we leave one for her son. Her son didn't live with her, but she had a close relationship with him, and so we did so, even though she had never, ever received a gift from us. She always refused. So I was hoping that she would be willing to accept this fully loaded backpack for her son. That was in August. In September, when we went back for our monthly visit, Merrick came up to me, got right in my face, and thanked me for the backpack. Doesn't sound very big, but it was a huge breakthrough into the heart of this wounded young woman, excuse me. And in 2007, when we came in August for the back to school backpacks, she approached us, and rather than questioning, she presented a challenge, and it came out something like this. She says, "I don't suppose you would have 4 extra backpacks for my friend whose husband just committed suicide, leaving her with 4 school-aged kids. I don't suppose you'd have 4 for her, right?" Well, of course we did. Thank you, Kathy, Daniel. I went out to the car to get the extra backpacks, and when I came in, she handed me the phone and said, "Here she is. Her name's Deborah. Talk to her." I spoke a difficult conversation with Deborah, who obviously was grieving, and through her halting voice and her tears, thanking me for providing, the backpacks for her children, because in the darkest of her hours, at least, there was something that she was able to do to maintain a normalcy in her household. And don't think for a minute that these are given without making sure they know they come in the name of the Lord. That was in 2007. 2009, Merrick died. Hard life. Liver shut down, kidney shut down. And Love's Way Out was honored with a request to help at her memorial service. They had it outside at a park. It was lovely. And several of us from Love's Way Out were able to go, providing some food and just helping in any way that we could. We mingled. We met a lot of her friends, and as often happens at a funeral memorial service, you find out a whole lot more about the person than you ever knew before. This was no exception with Merrick. As we were preparing to leave, I heard someone in the background call out the name Deborah. And immediately I thought, oh my gosh, is this the Deborah? And I sought this woman out, and at an appropriate moment went up to her and was going to try to tactfully ask her if she was indeed the Deborah whose husband had committed suicide. And I introduced myself to her, and before I got beyond my name, she hugged me and just wouldn't let go, thanking me profusely for that great gift 2 years prior for her children. And then she struggled to pull something out from under her blouse, and it was a cross that she was wearing around her neck. And she said, "I want you to know that since that time, I've been working my way," that's the language, "working my way back to the relationship with God that I enjoyed when I was a little girl. And I just can't thank you enough." Daniel and Kathy, I can't thank you enough for blessing this city. Thank you.